So, for your next project about you, you're going to be making a museum about you. And this is a really cool one because it's sort of like one of the rooms you've done, um, but not quite because it's a museum. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at different museum galleries and look at different themes in arts and explore the role of a curator as a career as within an art museum. What does a curator do? How do they get roles? How do they get things in a museum? How do they decide what the theme of the museum is? Um, a couple of years ago, I was privileged enough to be invited to study with artists at the Power Principle at the Museum of Contemporary Art and how they curated that theme, how they got the ideas for the artists to come in and which artists they chose and why they chose those artists. And it's really a fascinating career. Then you're going to fill out your interest survey and reflect on your individual interests and identify an area of focus for the exhibit from those interests. So it's going to be um, a museum about your interests. So it's going to be sort of a portrait of you by your interests. Then you're going to draw a bunch of thumbnails, sketches to explore different ideas of artwork that add to your personal art gallery. Consider emotions, feelings, and stories of your artworks. Are your interests cars? Are your interests cooking? How can that tell a story about you? Are your interests books? What stories would that tell about you? And then you're going to create a point perspective drawing of a gallery space. You're going to draw a rectangle square as the back wall using a ruler. You have to use a ruler. Draw the orthogonal lines to each corner of the rectangle. Add additional walls as desired, and we can help you do that. I have extra forms on how to do that. But if you notice, here's the back wall. Probably right here is the vanishing point, and then the walls come out from here, and then you just have another straight line here. So you have places to put pictures right here. You have places to put pictures here, places to put pictures here. And then you're going to add uh, your sketches. Here you're going to curate ideas from your thumbnail sketches. Draw 7 or 9 works of art in the gallery that focus on represent your identity. Focus on the composition, the theme, the space, the unity. Crop the artworks as you need to fill the space. You don't have to have the full artwork. And then you add details, outline the drawings with a thin Sharpie. Add any final details to the drawing. Outline the gallery drawings using a fine point permanent marker. And then maybe put a sculpture in. Design a sculpture from a thumbnail sketch on a separate piece of paper. Consider the size and the intended placement of the object. Outline the object with a permanent marker, cut it out, and glue it to the drawing. So you'll see it coming up. See it right there. So it's a little bit bigger and it fits in. And then you're going to color everything in with colored pencils. I would prefer colored pencils over markers because I think you do a much better job with the colored pencils. You can see up here, there's shading, there's value, um, everything is done. So this one looks like it was done on pop art, um, but you can make your own choices. And there you have it.